The second incarnation of Horticultural Hall, this three-story white granite building stood on Tremont Street between Bromfield Street and Montgomery Place. Designed by Gridley J. Fox Bryant and Arthur D. Gilman, the elaborate French Second Empire structure sported a different style of column on each floor and urns on the roof. Stores occupied the first floor, which had Doric columns. Their rents provided a source of revenue for the society. The second floor, with Ionic columns, housed the society's library room. This contained over 4,000 volumes and pamphlets on horticultural and gardens. The third floor, beneath the Corinthian columns, held a large hall that the society used for exhibitions, concerts, and entertainments of the better class. 3 marble Roman goddesses also decorated the building's facade. Sculpted by Martin Milmore, with the finance support of Benjamin Pierce Cheney, they embodied the horticultural theme. At the top of the roof, standing in the center of a broken pediment, stood Ceres, goddess of agriculture, grain, crops, fertility, and motherly relationships. At 13 feet high, she was the tallest of the 3 figures. 2 smaller statues at 8 feet high occupied plinths on either side of the second floor. Flora, goddess of flowering plants, and Pomona, goddess of fruit trees, gardens, and orchards. 3 divinities held their places on Tremont Street looking down at Old Granary Burying Ground from 1865 until 1901. By 1899, the neighborhood along Tremont Street had changed, becoming more commercial, increasing streetcar traffic. The society's members also complained that the hall rooms were small and inconvenient. The old ornate building was demolished, but someone thankfully preserved the statues, at least for a while. They were removed to Seaholme, the summer estate of the Society's president, Albert C. Burridge, in Manchester by the Sea. The ladies resided in their North Shore home for nearly a century until it became the Glen Urquhart School in 1977. At some point, a Philistine chucked the statues into a swamp. Brackish water eroded their arms and heads over many years, and the goddesses were in poor condition when a search prompted by an article in the Boston Globe discovered them. Only the torsos remained. The goddesses were restored in the mid-1990s with a gift from the Mass Hort trustee, Jean Lazinski, and her friend, Diane DiCarlo. Their faces were used as models for the new heads. The marble statues then came to their third home in the gardens at Elm Bank. Here, the Massachusetts Horticultural Society leased a 36-acre portion of the Elm Bank Reservation along the Charles River in Dover, Mass. The statues now stand at the edge of the Italianate garden designed by Frederick Law Olmsted. The restored goddesses were dedicated on September 16, 2002, 137 years after the dedication of the Horticultural Hall on Tremont and Bromfield.
If you ever plan to motor west, travel my way, take the highway, that's the best. Get your kicks on Route 66. Well, it winds from Chicago go to LA. More than 2,000 miles all the way. Get your kicks on Route 66.